Hey, I'm Cuban Missa with Kaya Skates, and today we're gonna grind. So the grind we're gonna learn today is the most basic foundational grind. It's called a front side. Say you skated up to the rail and you turned your body to face it, that would be front side, right? So I don't know if you heard that like clicky sound. That's the sound of my grind blocks hitting the rail. So some people call it slides, some people call it grinds, both works. The reason why I'm going to refer to it as grinds throughout this video is because in Chicago, I hang out with primarily rollerbladers outside of my roller skating friends, and they all refer to it as grinds. So for the sake of this video and for my own sanity, I'm just going to call it grinds. Grinding is kind of terrifying. It's very scary, but once you get over the fear and you start to learn how to commit to the grind, it gets a whole lot easier. If you do not commit to the grind, you will fall. You can't half-ass it, you have to whole-ass the grind. And by the end of the video, you're gonna have so much confidence, you're gonna be like, you know what, I don't care if it's 2 a.m. and I'm watching this video, we're gonna go to the skate park right now. So to go over a list of things you might need to grind on a rail, I would say grind blocks are pretty high on the list. So this is a grind block on my skates, right? So you can see all that dirtiness that's from many, many grinds. This is what I wear to skate parks all the time, right? If I were to grind, it clips on right there. You know, if I'm like, you know what, I'm over this grind, I can just like, yo, I'm outie. Like I can just exit, right? That's great, I like that a lot. Versus like, yo, this is my derby skate. Let's say I try and grind with this. It does fit over the rail, but if I'm like, you know what, I'm over this, like this is feeling really sketch to me, I can't easily just roll off of it. I'd probably roll an ankle instead of actually rolling off, right? So I would have to actually jump off of it. I guess it's totally doable. Wouldn't recommend it, but it's your call, you know what, it's your life. You do you. Whatever you wanna do, you live your life. So, aside from a grind block, what else do you need to grind? Small hard wheels, the kind of wheels you would normally wear to a skate park, are probably totally fine for this, right? So just your same aggressive skate setup. Let's talk about other things you probably want for grinding. Wax is super important for grinding. I'm sure you're wondering, where do I get wax? Like, do I just go to Yankee Candle? Do I go to a supermarket? Technically both. You could actually use candle wax if you really wanted to. What's the difference between wax you can buy at a skateboard shop versus wax you can buy at a supermarket? Honestly, not that much of a difference. This Gulf wax is really great. I highly recommend it. It's super great, affordable, cheap, good wax. This will do the same great job as this, you know, more premium one. But honestly, the reason why I bought this wax is because it looks like cheese. Like, how cool is that? Like, that's just adorable. What gear do you need to wear to grind? Honestly, wear what makes you feel most comfortable. So don't feel pressured into wearing no gear. Also, on the other hand, don't feel pressured into wearing all the gear. Wear what works for you. So wear whatever you want, wear your helmet, wear your mouth guard, wear a pillow on your butt. I don't care, as long as it gives you the confidence that you need to kick ass, that's what matters. So where are some good places to start learning how to grind? Well, in this example here, I found a really good crack on the ground and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump on it. You'll want to stand right next to it, so parallel with it, and you're gonna jump perpendicular on it, right? So you're gonna turn your body 90 degrees towards it and just land on it. Do that a couple times. Try to not roll off the crack. You want to stay on it. You want to have your arms out for balance, and you want to be in like a power stance. You want to have your knees bent, and you want your weight centered. You want to be aligned, center. You don't want your weight on one foot more than the other. It should be 50-50. If anything, your weight should be kind of like bending a little on the inside of your skate. So you should feel a lot of your weight on your inside edges. So once you feel confident enough jumping on and off onto a crack without rolling off of it, find an abandoned street sign. Find a pipe on the ground. I don't know, just find something. So today I was able to find a street sign literally 2 blocks from where I live. It was perfect. And that's actually how I first learned how to grind. There was a lot of construction in my neighborhood last fall, and I would just every morning go out to the fallen street signs and try sliding across them. And luckily the construction workers were very supportive, and they were just like, oh, there's that crazy roller skating girl again, falling on her butt. And yeah, that's how I built the confidence to grind rails, is starting small and then working my way to something bigger. Be cognizant of your surroundings, you know, be nice to your neighbors. The first thing you want to do when you get to a rail is feel it out, right? So put one skate on it, just roll it across back and forth to kind of gauge how slippery it is. With just 1 foot at a time, I'm just going to step on to the rail and then step off. Once I feel more confident, I might step onto the rail and then jump off, right? With both skates at the same time. Slowly work your way. Make sure you got your weight over the rail and you're looking not down at your feet, but you want to look in the direction you want to go, right? So once you feel comfortable enough to step onto the rail and step off, you're gonna want to build up to jumping on the rail. So when you jump on the rail, you're not going to kick the rail when you jump it. You want to land directly on top of it. You don't want to land on the side of it. You want to land directly on top of it with your nose, knees, toes all lined up with your skates. You're gonna have soft knees and you're gonna have your arms out for balance, right? Now you're not gonna be looking down at the ground at your skates. That would not be a good idea. So right now you want to be focusing on stalling on the rail. So feeling confident enough to lift off both feet at the same time and landing with both feet at the same time onto the rail with your weight over it. So now that you feel comfortable enough stalling onto this rail, let's try grinding it. So the way we do that is start rolling. Just a super slow roll. Make sure you jump off both feet at the same time, right? The reason why I keep saying same feet at the same time is because you don't want to develop any bad habits. Most people, when they start learning how to grind rails, will step on with 1 foot at a time. And you think, oh yeah, that's a great idea. No, it's a terrible idea. Anytime I fall on a rail, it's because of that. That is the main reason, because I don't commit, I don't jump on with 2 feet at the same time. So now that we're building speed and we're getting a little faster every time, you're gonna notice a real slip. It's gonna feel like you're slipping across this rail, and that's the feeling of grinding. It's a little scary, but you wanna keep your weight on top of your skates as long as you can, and that's how you're able to grind longer, is building more speed and just hunkering down and staying on that rail. Say you don't have a lot of running room, you don't have a lot of room to build up the speed, bro, just use more wax, So here's a good way to see my trajectory path as I approach the rail, right? So I'm generally pretty parallel to it, but at the last couple seconds, I turn my hips and my shoulders to jump on it. And that allows me to land directly on it. You don't wanna approach the rail directly perpendicular to it, because then you'll just not roll. So you wanna be as parallel to the rail as possible to get as much speed as you can. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned so much, and I hope this video gives you the confidence to finally tackle those rails. If you found this video helpful, let me know, let Kaya know. If you have any future ideas for videos, definitely comment below in the section on YouTube. Do that, that'd be great. We have so many video plans. I'm super stoked about that, and I can't wait for this to be a summer filled with new skills and new things that we learn together. If you post a video of you grinding on Instagram and you found the video helpful, tag me in it. I wanna see you grind. I wanna see if this video was helpful for you, if something clicked and it worked. That would make me so happy.